What happened when a teacher broke the rules? I was 16 when my dad lost his job. Not just any job, the union factory position that had supported our family for 20 years. Suddenly, I was working night shifts at the 24-hour grocery store, stocking shelves from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m., then dragging myself to school by 7:30. I tried, I tried, but my eyelids would betray me in every class. Mrs. Donovan caught me first, head bobbing in English, then Mr. Peterson in biology. 3 weeks in, my GPA had plummeted from 3.8 to 1.6. The final straw came during a calculus exam. I'd fallen asleep 15 minutes in, drooling on my test paper. When the bell rang, Ms. Winters, our calculus teacher, placed a yellow slip on my desk. Principal's office, tomorrow morning. Principal Griffith didn't waste time. Sleeping in class is an automatic 3-day suspension per occurrence, he said, flipping through my file. You've been documented 7 times. That's 21 days. But my dad, the factory, I'm working to help. Rules exist for a reason, he cut me off. 21 days suspension, effective immediately. I knew what that meant. Missing 3 weeks of instruction in my junior year, I'd never recover academically. College scholarships, my only hope for higher education, would vanish. Walking out of school that day, I felt something break inside me. The American dream was a lie. Work hard, they said, but they never mentioned what happens when working hard at one thing destroys everything else. I'd nearly reached the bus stop when someone called my name. Ms. Winters was jogging toward me, calculus textbook clutched to her chest. Wait, she said, come with me. She led me to her ancient Toyota. Get in, we're going for coffee. At the diner, she ordered 2 cups and slid a folder across the table. Inside was a complete independent study plan for calculus, English, biology, and history. You're not the first kid working nights, she said simply, but you might be the first with potential this big. I stared at the papers. But the suspension? As far as the administration knows, you're suspended. Her eyes narrowed. As far as your education goes, that's between us. For the next 3 weeks, Ms. Winters met me at the diner at 6 a.m. before her school day started. She taught me calculus while I ate the breakfast she insisted on buying. Then she'd give me packets from the other teachers, a secret network I hadn't known existed. We call ourselves the Underground Railroad, she said with a small smile, getting kids to educational freedom. 2 days before my suspension ended, the superintendent made a surprise classroom observation in Ms. Winters' class. He noticed the extra materials on her desk, my assignments. That afternoon, she was called to the office. She didn't return for the rest of the day. When I showed up at the diner next morning, she was already there, eyes red-rimmed. They're initiating termination proceedings, she said quietly. 27 years of teaching, gone. I couldn't breathe. Because of me. Because I chose to actually teach, she corrected. No regrets. News spread like wildfire. By that evening, every student had heard. By the next morning, the school's parking lot was a sea of homemade signs. Education over rules and stand with Winters. Parents joined. Then former students, doctors, engineers, nurses, all taught by Ms. Winters over decades. The school board meeting was standing room only. When my turn came to speak, my voice shook. While you were suspending me for being tired from working to support my family, Ms. Winters was teaching me calculus at 6 a.m. over breakfast she paid for. Tell me which one of those approaches serves your mission statement about nurturing all students to reach their potential. The room erupted. 2 days later, the superintendent held a press conference to announce a new flexible learning initiative and Ms. Winters' appointment as its director. At graduation the following year, I spoke as valedictorian. Ms. Winters sat on stage wearing the corsage I'd given